Yo, I don't know if this thing that we are tracking is going to be a hurricane, a tropical storm, or just a shit ton of rain, but all indications are about a week from now or more, Gulf Coast states are going to get shit tons of rain. All right, here is the very latest GFS 12Z run. And watch what happens about a week from now. So that's when the rain starts to show up. And then it keeps raining over Florida. And then it keeps raining over Florida. And it keeps raining over Florida. We get a little low or something moving up towards the Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. Now watch this. And then it just hangs out and it hangs out. And each one of these is 6 hours. So if anything like this were to verify, that would be a hellacious amount of rain. And remember, we are expecting this to be a wild and wacky hurricane season because of the eclipse and the bathtub like ocean temperatures and the El Nino, El something. How are y'all doing? Man, what a crazy world we live in nowadays. And everybody's extra angry all the time. And then they're doing what they can to make everybody else extra angry all the time. It's a very weird dynamic right now. Can you feel it? Asteroid 2024 land ho number 1 passed by Earth today at 0 lunar distances, which technically isn't passing by Earth. Don't worry, it was only 2 meters, which is like the size of my Johnson. And that never hurt nobody. Hey, look, we've got double earthquakes. They're tiny, though. In SoCal, one was a 3.6, and then this one was 3.4. Technically, is it an earthquake swarm? Probably not, but we're tracking things. All right, I'm going to get into the news, which has been kind of weird, which I haven't done in a week or two because things have been so weird. I guess, yeah, technically 1 week since it went down. And the game changed. Anyway, remote Amazon tribe finally gets internet, then gets hooked on porn and social media. Twitter, which became X after Elon Musk bought it, just legalized or made porn super okay on the X Twitter website, like its namesake. So that's interesting. All right. She got that from Bella Porch. The faces, that is. I guess I should have said, Doom's so bad, boobs are back, because we're closer to World War III and possibly Civil War II than we've ever been in our lifetime. That's right. About a week ago, New York jury found Donald Trump guilty on 34 charges, so he may be going to prison. We will find out July 11th if that is true. And then yesterday, President Biden said it's okay for Ukraine to fire some of the missiles we give them 200 miles into Russia, which Putin is very unhappy about. And he's like, yo, I'm sending battleships to the Caribbean this week. And so it's like every conflict that exists right now on Earth seems to continue to escalate, which is not a good situation. Today is the 80th anniversary of the D-Day invasion, when a bunch of countries worked together to start repelling Hitler. Man, what a wild ride it's been since then, huh? Oh yeah, this was the GFS from the 12Z today, which showed a hurricane going into Houston. I'm not saying a hurricane's going to hit anybody in a week and a half. I am saying, Asteroid Fight Club, you should probably be prepared. I would say, some people, there are people out there who make good money telling people to get prepared for World War III. But, dude, I don't think anyone can really prepare for World War III. So I don't really think that's why I don't be like, hey, y'all, like, if nuclear war breaks out, you should get prepared because there's nothing you can really do. You would probably be dead. Tornadoes seem to have taken the day off from ripping shit up but there's still like 3 hours left in the day, so I don't want to speak too soon. And one reason I haven't made a lot of videos in the last week is because, the people who hack into my computer and then disrupt when I try to make a video, man, they've been really aggressive the last week. I do not know what set them off. Anywho, I went skydiving. I wrote a bowl named Fu Manchu. So, live like you're dying or whatever Tim McGraw said. But yeah, there's a chance of some wacky tropical shit happening in the next week or two. It is hurricane season. And I know, and and everybody knows this whole whatever chess game that's going to go on between everybody before the election. And the election is still 140 days away? 5 months? It'd be great if everybody could take the summer off in politics and just enjoy life. But that is definitely not going to happen. So play defense, stay cool. Hey, there's Bella Porch right there. She's a singer. She stays up late because she's a singer. And I don't want to disrespect you or your beliefs. But man, I don't know. People who are like, yeah, dude, we never went to the moon. I disagree with that. Because China has launched a lunar lander on the dark side of the moon. And so China is setting up some type of operations on the dark side of the moon. It's their space program is, unified and kicking ass. And our space program is just putting up tons of satellites all over Earth, which is the SpaceX. But they had their big rocket ship did really well today. So, but they're like, yeah, we're going to Mars, man, dude. And I gotta just say, I don't give a shit about going to Mars at all, because there's a whole bumper sticker slogan that said, Mars, different planet, same people. So if we can't work out our differences here, what makes you think that we're gonna have, some Martian utopia, especially if it's run by billionaires? Are you gonna get healthcare there? How is that economy gonna work? Who makes the rules? I don't know. Just seems wishy-washy to be just seems like some weird distraction thing. Oh yeah, dude, I'm putting up all these satellites. I'm putting 9,000 satellites on Earth so we can go to Mars. Anyway, seems more like a Dyson sphere, but for planets. But that's the weird shift that we went from where just how much people trust billionaires these days, especially my fellow Christians. I don't know. Anyway, what was I talking about? Who wants to talk about space debris and the Kessler effect? Ma'am, sir. All right, we'll talk about that in another video. Another thing that's been my strategy that if some major event happens, I like to take a couple days to take in all the facts instead of instantly commenting on everything, unless it's severe weather and stuff that I can maybe save lives or get people more educated. That's different. Also, if you had some really passionate take in the last 24 hours about the new Star Wars show, The Acolyte, and the Miss America pageant, you might be an engagement farmer. And the whole mega super push to get to artificial intelligence as soon as possible, I don't know, dude, that just... And okay, so if they do get to AGI and replace just billions of people's jobs without having UBI in place, oh man, that just sounds like a really sci-fi horror film situation, man. And they got a bunch of humans they don't need or want. I mean, shit is really weird right now. For example, Amazon, for a reason nobody can explain, has replaced their 12 Angry Men, a fantastic movie made in 1955, 57. Oops. They replaced the normal, stills that they would advertise the movie with AI created stills. Clearly, there are more than 12 men here, and a lot of them look like they come from the Twilight Zone, like those dudes. What's up with them? Yeah. And what's up with Spanky over there? And yeah, when they say keep on trucking, there's an asterisk by it. Mean if nothing's in your way, try not to run shit over. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Anywho, strange days. I'm gonna wrap this one up about 10 minutes, which we're at. And who knows, I might make a couple. 'Cause there's so much shit that is happening that I have not covered in the last week or so. Man, the whole trillionaires pumping oxygen on Mars thing seems to keep working well. All right, so another thing that like Mars has like 2-year cycles around Earth. I don't know if you knew that. You do now. So on the night of the 8th, which I think is a Saturday, Mars will leave Aries and go into Taurus. And when that happened a cycle ago, this is 2 cycles ago, 2020, when that happened, it was January 6th, 2021. So, and Mars hates being in Taurus. So I'm just saying, definitely the 8th to the 15th, I'd stay extra cool, play extra defense, and do what you can to find happiness somewhere, somehow, in really great ways. All right, hang in there. God bless everyone. Talk to you soon. Hopefully I'll get my sense of humor back. You're amazing. I appreciate you. I have to become more? Okay, Batman. Are you ready for a very interesting solar maximum volcano hurricane season 2024 Asteroid Fight Club? Of course you are. You were born for this, and you trained the last 10 years, 12 years for it. So, all right. Let's put our game faces on. And remember, God's great, and you're pretty cool too. Putting weights on a rifle to train is weird. Yeah, I use Adobe Premiere to edit when I do edit. And yeah, their whole like we will moderate your content. That's weird. Also, I've been working on like an Avoid World War III video for a while, which seems like such a sticky subject right now. And I don't know if you know this, my YouTube channel has gotten thousands of views from Russia. So they're, and sometimes Russians talk to me in person. And if they don't like shit I say, they let me know. So that adds a complicated aspect to things, Anywho, what was I talking about? I was talking about everybody staying cool, praying for peace. I think civil war is a bad idea. But you do you. And stay cool if you can. God bless everyone.